This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Johnson. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
They'll kick it away here. And they've got the returner corralled. So UCF's offense takes the field, the first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And there's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's reeled in. It's Harvin. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Receiver in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes a quick catch. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Looking to throw. It's Jefferson. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Powerful running into the secondary. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Pressure is coming. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
He's moving out of the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Gives it to the back. Running with purpose. And the ball to the ground. He quickly lands on it and prevents the defense from creating a takeaway.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter. It's UCF in the lead. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the 2nd period. And the Wildcats, they bring their punt team onto the field. He's on looking for a solid punt here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. The shotgun running play call. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Throws it to the right. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Knights are in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Harvey.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. An inside deal now from the shotgun. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll field the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Good enough for first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Scanning the field, it's Jefferson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Kansas State, 0.
And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pump over the middle. It's Cephas. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Wildcats will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Even the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Play action here on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's caught inside the 10. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down and goal upcoming. Back to throw. It's Jefferson. He's moving out of the pocket. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looking to throw it on first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Jefferson. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. This is a squib kick, picked up by one of the up men. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
And the Wildcats will kick it off to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, even on a first-down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incomplete. Second down coming up.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Jefferson. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. That run moves the ball across the 40.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The Knights moving quickly down the field here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass this time. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover and get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. That run sets up a critical third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second down. Looking for some space. It's Giddens. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. I'm curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Short pass finds the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The Knights have 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Jefferson. Looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Harvey. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And it's UCF in the lead, Kurt. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Heading left after the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
When these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The Knights looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll toss it to the right side. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Gonna run it. It's Harvey. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot for 24 yards. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. The Wildcats will have to kick this away. Returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive.
And your UCF Knights will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Knights. And the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
UCF 1, Kansas State 0.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. First down, looking to throw the football. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Kimmy decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On first down, it's play action. Down he goes, a sack. Tough spot here, second and long from their own 13. Quarterback drops back, and he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it again. Grab made by the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it can really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it.
Got space looking for the end zone here. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Looking to pass here. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, UCF. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First down, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of a catch, a big gainer.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Kansas State now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give your...
Touchdown, Kansas State. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset or planned it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big